Fantasy Blitz. I'm Nick. It's just Nick today. It's okay. Adam's taking the day off. Feeling a little under the weather. We're getting started 1 minute early, but that's okay because it's a short episode today of Fantasy Blitz. The waivers and the trades, they're kind of thin. I'm not going to lie. We're in the twilight of fantasy football. There's really only like 2 or 3 weeks remaining, depending on how your league is set up. So it's getting a little hot, getting a little heavy, but we're going to get into that here in just a second. Folks are piling in right now, so say hi once you come into the chat if you're joining us late. But week 12 is kind of where things are, the playoffs are being set. And that's what's happening here at Fantasy Blitz. But we're going to go ahead and get into it here. Smash that like button. Appreciate it. Subscribe. Appreciate it. Actually, no, before we get into it, I got to talk about freaking Tom Brady. Have you guys seen the video of Tom Brady absolutely laying into the NFL? He was on the Stephen A. Smith show today. And I know Fantasy Blitz, no BS, just Blitz. But let me just BS for just a minute here, okay? For just 1 minute here. Tom Brady was on the Stephen A. Smith show today talking about how the NFL has a bad product, how there's bad coaching, the product is mediocre. What else? There's... all of the hits are illegal. He was playing against Ray Lewis, and basically every tackle they made was illegal, and just really put the entire NFL on blast. And it was kind of a beautiful thing to see. I know Dave Portnoy was very happy about that, but kind of a crazy thing. I agreed with him, and it seems like most of the internet agreed with him too. Even the Tom Brady haters out there were agreeing with Tom. I want to know what you think, because I'm thinking about doing a video where, what's up, Angelo? Thinking about doing a video where we go through the progression of how the NFL has kind of nerfed play over the past decade, because people were saying that the best years of the NFL was between 2000 and 2010. I barely followed football during that time just because of my age and where I was in life. But going back and kind of watching some of those clips and some of those games, I'm like, man, this is so much more visceral and real than the play that we have today. So comment below if you would want to see a video about me kind of outlining the history of the play in the NFL and how it's changed from the year, 2005 up until 2023, almost 2024. But all right, we've got some juicy picks here for your trade and waiver targets. Let's get into it. Boom. There are no teams on bye. So everyone needs to know that. There are no teams on bye. Do not be alarmed. There is no one on bye. Moving on, like and subscribe, appreciate it. Also hit that notification bell. You will know when we're going live. And so then you will not be out of the loop. And then you can come hang out in the chat. We'll answer your questions in chat. It's always appreciated to like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell. Appreciate all of you. So let's get into it. Waiver targets. These are kind of weird, but we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel as far as what's available out there on the waivers. There are some interesting ones that are available. We're getting Romeo Doubs here. He's been putting up solid numbers, but in some leagues, he is still out there, oddly enough. And his matchup this week is pretty good, especially considering Jordan Love's performance this past week. So Romeo Doubs, get him. Guyton on the Chargers, that's a sneaky pick because he kind of was the guy after Kupp and Nakua went out last week. I don't know if either Kupp or Nakua are going to be playing this week. So they're kind of on the bubble. They're saying ankle injury for Kupp. He may come back from that. Nakua, I think, was in a concussion protocol or some other kind of undefined injury. So if either one of those guys is out, Guyton is your play, and he's still available on quite a few waivers out there. I was really shocked to see in one of my 14-team leagues that Guyton was still out there. So a good little snipe for Guyton. Noah Brown, also another surprising availability on the waivers, considering the double-digit points he's been putting up over the past couple weeks. Texans are doing well. Overall, just with how they're playing, C.J. Stroud's really coming into his own. And so Noah Brown is a decent pickup here. Again, guys, if you have questions, if you have league questions, just let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm actually pulling up the NFL schedule right here So I had it on my computer, but I'm running the board solo today. So got a couple people in chat here. So go ahead and shout it out what you want me to cover. I'm just pulling up the charts here as I'm continuing to think about just how badly Tom Brady laid into the NFL today. It was kind of amazing to see. It's absolutely going bonkers on the internet. So the Packers, going back to Romeo Dobbs, they're with the Lions this week. I think that's going to be a shootout. Who was I talking about? Noah Brown. Yeah, Jaguars and Texans. I think even though the Jaguars do have a pretty stout defense, I'm expecting it to be a shootout again with the Texans and the Jags. Guyton is your sneaky pick for the waivers. Kareem Hunt, yes, disappointing, but he's probably going to be fed the ball quite a lot more. Get back here. Quite a lot more, considering the quarterback situation with the Browns. They're going against the Broncos. Terrible run defense. So if there's any time for Kareem Hunt to actually put up some numbers and you're absolutely desperate for a running back, this will be the week to do it. And then same thing with A.J. Dillon. The Packers are going against he's still splitting carries with Aaron Jones, but he's still getting decent numbers. But against a Lions defense, which is not really known for being much of a defense, you've got a pretty good waiver pickup right here if you're absolutely desperate for a running back. We're going to go to some trade targets. These are weird. We're getting into the weird stuff right now. If you had Russell Wilson on your bench, just sitting out, putting up double-digit numbers. All right, hang on. We're going to go here. Coin Operator says, what's up? Tough week. Chili Rainbow beat me by 2 points. Adam just won't lose, huh? Yeah, Adam has a really stacked team in this league. I wish I could show. I am going to show my league results on Thursday show, which we may actually do tomorrow because of the holiday. My standard, I'm in another league I've been in for like 6 or 7 years. It's standard scoring, 2 QB. I'm doing really well in that league considering who I drafted. But yeah, Adam is absolutely crushing it this year. Cade Pulliam, what's up, Cade? Appreciate you guys. Bijan Robinson or Singletary. Robinson has had some sad numbers in the last few weeks. Man, this is such a great question because, oh my God. Bijan on paper is the better back. Singletary has the technically, hang on a second. Who's Atlanta playing? The Saints. I mean, yeah, he has the better matchup too. Will the coach nerf Bijan? With Desmond Ridder back, he may actually play Bijan. Okay? Desmond Ridder, not a good quarterback. He's only in because he's the only guy. I have a feeling they're going to feed him the ball more. So I would say, even though I liked Singletary, I would say go with Bijan just because of the matchup and the fact that no one trusts Desmond Ridder, especially Arthur Smith. So that's probably who he's going to go with. Great question. Had to think about that one. You can buy low on Rashid Shaheed because he's been putting up numbers. He had a couple stinkers, but again, look at his matchup. He's going against the Falcons. The Falcons defense has been good, but when they blow up bad. Yeah, Pierce will vulture touches. Pierce has kind of been a non-factor though, which is annoying for Pierce owners, but I do tend to agree with Singletary. Bijan, Algier is not vulturing any touches from Bijan. Again, going back to Rashid Shaheed, good. I'm expecting a little bit more of they're just not going to be able to put up the numbers with Atlanta, so their defense is going to be out for quite a lot. So I'm expecting the defense to get tired, and then you're going to see New Orleans kind of come into their own, even if it is Jameis Winston. Okay. It could be kind of a shit show. It could be kind of a stinker game, but I have a feeling you're going to see some good fourth quarter and third quarter targets to Shaheed. He's still out there. Let's see. If you're still holding on to Russell Wilson, I was going back to this earlier. Russell Wilson, if you've got him, sell him to someone who's desperate. The Broncos' schedule is not great coming up. He's put up really good numbers. Yeah, they're coming into their own, but if you can package him for a deal, now's your time to get rid of Russell Wilson. Same thing goes with Adam Thielen, okay? Adam Thielen, his schedule is garbage for the next couple weeks. He's put up really good numbers. Sell high on Adam Thielen. We've been telling you this basically for the past month and a half. Sell high on Adam Thielen. Package him up for Russell Wilson for all I care. But Thielen is just, he ain't the guy anymore, and his schedule is terrible. Same thing with DK Metcalf. Okay? We're going to get deep alpha here. Not too deep. Not an uncomfortable amount of deep. Where are the Seahawks? Seahawks are playing the Niners this week, so that's automatically a sell high. Who else are the Seahawks? The Seahawks, they have... Yeah, so here's the rest of the Seahawks schedule. Seahawks this week, 49ers, boo. Next week, Eagles, boo. Week after that, Titans, meh. Steelers, meh. But we're out of fantasy at that point. Doesn't matter anymore. What you've got going on is you got the Niners, you got the Seahawks, and you got the Titans, which both have, with all three, have pretty decent defenses. So sell high on Metcalf. He's put up great numbers. He's put up great numbers this past week. So package him up. Mike Evans, okay? Mike Evans, if you got him, we're going to look at his schedule here real quick. This is a sneaky little pick. Where's my guy? Where are the Bucks? Come on. I need this. There, Buccaneers and Colts. This is going to be a shootout for sure. Mike Evans, I have a feeling. Oh, wait, no. It's next week. Next week's game. What is it? Where am I? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Even better. So we got Buccaneers and Colts. And then we got the Buccaneers and the Panthers. And then you have Buccaneers and the Falcons. Again, I think the Falcons are going to continue to falter defensively because their defense is going to be playing so much because Desmond Ridder is unable to get fourth down or third down conversions. So, especially against the Panthers, the Colts really don't have much of a defense, but Panthers is such a juicy play. If you can scoop up Mike Evans, buy low on Mike Evans, who had kind of a dud against the 49ers. Someone's feeling frowny and sad on Mike Evans. That's your play right there. So those are your trade targets. We're just going to go quick review. Rashid Shaheed, Mike Evans, buy low. Sell high, Old Rusty Nails, Adam Thielen, DK Metcalf, Romeo Doubs, Guyton, Noah Brown, Kareem Hunt, AJ Dillon. These are all your waiver targets. And nope, those are the game by games. You're not allowed to see that. That was a sneak peek. You're not allowed to see that. But that's all I got for Fantasy Blitz. I am Nick. Adam will be back tomorrow. I think we're going to do a stream tomorrow afternoon because of Thanksgiving. I may do more long form. I did one about the Joe Burrow situation, and he's out for the year. What that means for the remaining fantasy players that you have that are Bengals. We're also going to continue after fantasy football is done. We're going to continue with fantasy for daily fantasy. So you can get your fix if you're a little bit of a bettor. Okay, don't do any more than $100 at a time. Okay, don't be a fool. But we're going to be setting up your daily fantasy picks for the rest of the year, all the way through to the Super Bowl. And then what are we going to do after that? Well, we're going to start looking at the fantasy, the draft. We're going to do some dynasty stuff. We're going to do some draft things. I was going to grab Jaden Reed, but now he's questionable with a chest injury. Yeah, questionable chest injuries are always kind of odd to actually suss out. See how he does on the injury report for tomorrow. Remember, there's a Friday game, boys and girls. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday for week 12. Hide your kids, hide your wife. It's going to be a crazy week. Coin operator, see you tomorrow. Gobble, gobble. Yeah, I do the turkey. We also do goose. Comment below if you do any different type of fowl or poultry for your Thanksgiving. What you prefer for your Thanksgiving bird. But for right now, that's all I got. Okay? Fantasy Blitz. I'm Nick. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. No BS, just Blitz. Appreciate all y'all.